All right, now we're going to talk about fats, and it's the fats we should consume, the ones we should have in our body and in our foods, our meals every day. Andrea Hill, of course, the nutritionist here at Curry Supermarket, is here to tell us more. Andrea?
Hello. We get to talk about good fats today. We always, there's all this, bad talk around fats. We're trying to get the fat out and so on and so forth. But there are some essential fats, DHA, EPA, and ALA. These are the three omega-3 types of fats that we need to get in. They're essential fats because our bodies do not produce them. So they are essential to our health, therefore we need to get them through the diet. Okay.
So where are we going to start?
We're starting over here. So ALA stands for alpha-linolenic acid. And when we have these types of foods, these ALA foods, our bodies can produce small amounts of DHA and EPA. So these are those other omega-3s that we mainly get through fatty fish, salmon, sardines, that sort of a thing. But ALA is very important for growth, for nerve function, for development. They're also, like I said, very important to convert into those other usable forms of omega-3 to support heart health. So I've got tofu over here. I've got some seeds, hemp oil, like hemp seeds, flax seeds, and of course the flax meal.
Right.
Nuts are all great and good fats, but walnuts are the highest in ALA. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this could also even apply, let's say, for walnut oil. Like instead of maybe using olive oil on the tomahawk in your salad, you can maybe do a light drizzle of a walnut oil or a flax oil. The way you can use something like this, the hemp oil, is you can maybe add that to your protein shake in the morning, right?
Can you?
Yeah, you can just add like a tablespoon of it blend it up. You wouldn't taste it in it, right?
Okay.
A lot of people might even drizzle this in their oatmeal in the morning as well. So it's another way of getting a good, healthy fat. Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to move to the fish.
Right. So this is where we get DHA and EPA. So DHA is docosahexaenoic acid and pentanoic acid. So this is DHA and EPA. Now, we talk about these types of essential oils when we talk about improving heart health. And with DHA, it is greatly linked to brain development for the fetus and for babies. So it's one of those types of essential fats that we really want to get into the diet very frequently for pregnant women and of course once we've had the baby and so on.
So it's okay to consume these while you're pregnant?
Absolutely, yeah. There's like tuna is one of those types of omega-3 fish, but with all the sort of worry around mercury and tuna, there's all these other types of fish here that you could be getting in, so that it's not just coming from sort of one of those other sources. But any of these fish, herring, sardines, salmon, anchovy paste, mackerel, these are very convenient sources of fish. I mean, the fresh one, of course, that is an alternative and so on. But these ones are very, very supportive of heart health.
Okay.
So somebody needing to lower cholesterol or manage blood pressure and so on, using these types of omega-3 types of fish 2 to 3 times a week would be very beneficial for them.
You don't necessarily have to have them every day. You can just have them a few times for the week and it should be good for you.
Yeah, and it certainly does break up some of those other proteins, especially if we're trying to lessen the saturated fat out of all these other sources.
And of course, we move over to omega.
Yeah, so this is just like to show people that there are products today that are fortified with omega-3. Like normally eggs don't have omega-3s in them, but these hens are fed flax meal, right? So we saw flax meal down over here. So we get a little bit of omega-3s in these eggs, and then we have milk over there, and that's a DHA omega-3, and you can even see the little message here, supports brain health. So some of these foods could really help support, the rest of the diet. But it's important to just get these things in on a regular basis.
So just to wrap it out now, what would you advise people to do when they're shopping for good fatty foods?
Good fatty foods, make sure that, number one, it comes from an oily fish. right? So I know that all those other good, like there's tilapia and sole and mackerel and grouper and all those other ones. But even just trying, maybe if you don't do salmon, maybe try salmon once a week, just to transition yourself into some of these things. And just even being aware. I mean, any of these on this side are very easy to get in. It's not essentially changing your diet. It's about maybe adding something to what you're already doing.
All right. All right, Andrea, thank you very much for giving us some information on the good fats that we should consume.
Good. Thanks,
Thank you.
Elisa.
Don't forget, if you have any questions for Andrea, you can come on down to Kirk Supermarket and ask for her. I'm sure she'll be here and be willing to give you answer any of your questions. That's it for Daybreak. We'll be right back with more just after this break. Please stay with us.
Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.